to tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my god, it's the semi-finals.
Yes.
Usually that means 4 people are left, though.
This time,
like at the
it's
beginning.
5.
Alright, well, it's the top 5 couples. And they're dancing to the music of American icons.
I like the music a lot this episode. I thought it was a lot
really
of fun.
good.
They had some good songs on there.
And
good dances, too. We'll
yes.
get to them.
Alright, they had a dancers opening featuring the celebrities for a change.
There was no pro dance tonight because they had the Macy's dance.
Yeah.
But this was a lot of fun.
Well, the guest judge is an American icon choreographer, Kenny Ortega.
Yep.
Dirty Dancing and High School Musical.
Yeah, he worked with a lot of people.
He was awesome in his time.
He still is.
And he still is.
All right, so each couple did 2 dances this week, so we're going to talk about them in pairs.
Okay.
And we're going to start with Candace and Mark.
All right, well, they also wanted to know who was your greatest inspiration while doing the show. So Candace picked some lady Bible teacher and author. I didn't get her name because it wasn't like she was somebody famous that I knew.
Well,
I mean, all of the other
really
ones
nice.
I knew.
So she really
did seem nice.
She gave Candace a pep talk. She's like, "I'm so proud of you."
And then
all that fun stuff.
Candace continued with, "I don't care about anyone else. I'm dancing for God."
All right. So they started off the night with a Viennese waltz, and
something weird going on there.
I don't know. Sometimes there's some weird stuff going on with her legs. Like the footwork. I don't know. She's got the Barbie doll legs. It's just...
There was some
weird
moves in there as well. Plus, she choked a little bit at one point, or 3.
Yeah, well, they got a 34, which I thought...
Reflected the choking. Yeah.
I mean, most of the moves were pretty basic in there.
Yeah. They've been doing them all season. Jazz dance was up next for them. It was a great dance.
Yeah, it was like a Janet Jackson meets Bob Fosse kind of thing.
Yeah, but, oh, those faces she was making. Plus, they had her dressed up like she was Johnny Depp in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for crying out loud. She looks surreal.
Yeah, but I have to say, very, very sharp with this dance. They were very synchronized, and it looked really good.
All right. That wasn't farting. She just moved her chair on mine.
Okay. So they got a 38 for that dance, which gave them a 72 out of 80 total.
Not that great.
Not in the semifinals.
All right. Well, up next were Charlie and Sharna.
Yep, and his visitor this week was Scott Hamilton.
Right.
Scott Hammy.
Scotty, love ya. You were great at the Olympics. You were great commentating on the Olympics.
Didn't he create Stars on Ice too?
I think he
did. Which Charlie is now touring with.
All right, so their first dance was a foxtrot.
It was everything that I love about a foxtrot. They danced to New York, New York by Frank Sinatra, and it had all the glitz, the glamour, the class.
He had on the tails. He didn't drop the cane.
It was classy as.
Yes. He really sold it. He really brought the...
Yeah, I love this one. And the judges loved it too because they gave them a perfect 40.
Nice. Well, the second dance they didn't love so much. It was a samba.
Mo money, mo problems.
Right. I thought it was pretty fantastic.
I really liked it. They were worried about it in practice. Charlie doesn't usually do as well with the Latin dances as he does with the ballroom dances, but I thought this was great.
Because he's all classy. He's not all dirty.
I thought this routine was a lot of fun.
Well, he likes to talk himself in the mirror, too.
Who doesn't?
But he couldn't talk those judges out of a 36.
Ooh. So they had a 76 total.
All right, Amy and Derek, let's talk about them. Her icon was...
Oprah Winfrey. It's her birthday! Just kidding, it's not.
Guys, I've actually been voting. At least my employees have for you.
So she got a phone call from Oprah.
Yeah, she didn't actually show up.
Well, it is Oprah. So, I know. But Oprah, you know how she is. So, Oprah was all like, oh, if you guys win, I want to take you out to dinner. But only if you win.
What is she going to do if they lose? I mean...
She will never talk to them again.
That's kind of stupid. She should have been like, let's go out to dinner. If you win, I'll pay. And if you lose,
I'll still pay.
Yeah, probably.
It's Oprah.
All right. They had a quick step for their first dance.
Yeah, and again, she had a new set of prosthetics.
Yeah. And these I've seen before.
Yeah.
I think she was wearing these on The Amazing Race because it's the running feet.
These were the running ones, yeah. So they have a little extra bounce in there. This was perfect for the quick
Yeah,
step.
she looked really good. Really good. And Len was a total D-bag. Oh, your posture wasn't so good. Guess what? If she leans back anymore, she's going to fall over.
It's going to be tough to balance, yeah. So
on.
she ended up with a 39 because Len just couldn't reach for that 10.
Really? Come on. You gave Candace a freaking 10.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. Come on.
All right. Well, their second dance was a jazz piece, and this was amazing choreography from Derek.
Fun.
Yeah.
It was just fun. It was creative.
Ella Fitzgerald. I love the theme.
The table.
The table slide.
The table was amazing.
All that table work.
Yeah, she got messed up a little bit on the synchronized part.
Yeah, she did mess up that
You know
little
what?
table sequence.
Who cares? It was great.
Carrie
I
didn't care.
loved it. Yeah, well, she was the only one who gave a 9, so that was a 39.
So again, they got a 39, which gave them a total of 78.
It don't matter. It's all in the votes.
All right.
All right, James and Peter, let's talk about them. Hello, L.A.
You
Reid.
got a visit from L.A. Reid.
Holy crap, did he just wake up after 20 years? You need to shave
He
that
looks completely
beard.
different. I didn't even recognize him at first.
He's all Rumpelstiltskin.
At first, I was like, is there another L.A. Reid who's like in the music industry that we don't know about?
You need to put those glasses on and get your razor out. All right, so James and Peter's first dance was a cha-cha.
They danced to that new Michael Jackson song, which I love.
Again, another fun dance.
Yeah.
Because of the Michael Jackson elements that they added to it. It just made it amazing.
Carrie Ann was right. They really took a risk doing an MJ dance because so many people have done that before.
And failed.
But they nailed it.
They did.
They had just the right amount of MJ flourishes in there.
And Paul Anka was in the audience.
Hi!
Carrie Ann almost slid off her seat. She was totally fangirling it. She was like, Paul Anka!
Yeah, so James and Peta got a perfect 40 for their cha-cha.
But for their rumba, not so good. It was good, but they were all like, "Oh, you had great hip action." Excuse me,
I
didn't
saw
see
it in the
such
rumba
great
walks,
hip
but like
action.
other than that, I mean, I have to agree with Len. He kept his legs straight this time, unlike in the ballroom dances,
Right.
so that really helped him out. But
Well, they paid
I thought
the
it could
price.
have been better.
They had a
And
36.
yeah.
So did the judges. So that was a total of 76 for them for the
they kept
evening.
saying his hands were weird. That wasn't really what I noticed.
No,
But
that wasn't what I was looking at.
oh well.
All right, Meryl and Max, the last couple. Her inspirations, Christy Yamaguchi. Christy Yamaguchi was great in her
She
season.
won, right?
Yeah.
She was with Mark Ballas, right?
Yep. That was fantastic. She
Yeah.
had some great advice for her, but maybe not so much for Max because he had a freaking meltdown.
Oh my God! He's like, oh, I feel all the pressure because
He threw his microphone.
Yeah.
I don't know if they added that Foley sound effect later on. It sounded like the mirror broke.
I don't know if that was the mirror or the microphone breaking.
It sounded like
Those
glass.
mics are expensive.
They are very expensive.
Yeah, but
Many
he was
thousands.
freaking out because he is like, oh, Meryl's the best dancer on the show. What am I going to do? I have to give her something amazing. And
Yeah.
he did come up with some amazing choreography again.
Well, their jive was first, and it was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it was like an Elvis theme.
He made a pretty good Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
He went over and kissed Bruno so hard he opened his legs up.
No.
He didn't want to leave anybody else out either. It was all spurred by a Carrie Ann kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So then he felt the need to kiss Kenny Ortega and Len, who was just like,
Hello.
yeah, basically,
So they got a perfect score for their jive.
as well they should have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, their Viennese waltz was just as good. It was beautiful. Mwah.
Yeah, so like if you take this Viennese waltz and then compare it to like Candace and Mark's Viennese waltz, you can see how much more difficult
Yeah.
Meryl's choreography was. So,
Well, Max's.
well, you know what I mean.
For Meryl.
Yeah.
They did a fantastic job, and they got a 40 to prove it.
Well deserved.
I was a little nervous for them because of Max's words last week. I
Yeah.
didn't know how the viewing public would have taken that, but we'll
Well,
get
before
there.
we get to the bottom three, let's talk about the Macy's Stars of Dance performance.
All right. This was a Derek and Michael Scott choreography.
I thought it was Christopher Scott now that I think of it.
Christopher Scott.
I thought Michael Scott sounded weird.
All right. So it's
not
Christopher
Michael Scott. totally would have noticed that before. That's why I was like, what?
All right.
But anyway.
Well,
Christopher Scott.
26 dancers, and it was a cool story, bro.
It was a salute to, like, old Hollywood, which I love.
Yeah, it was really good. I loved it. All right, now let's talk about who went home.
All right, this week, the bottom three was a huge shocker for me. All three Olympians were in the bottom.
How can that be?
It's just wrong. It's wrong.
So wrong. Amy and Derek, Meryl and Max, and Charlie and Sharna. I was very upset because I'm thinking, Candace, how are you possibly safe? How? All right.
She's got a big fan base.
Amy and Derek were the first ones who found out they were safe.
Yeah, so that means it was down to the ice dancing partners.
They had to get a crowbar out to separate these two. Unfortunately, well, I didn't want to see any either.
I didn't want any of the Olympians to go. Sorry, other two.
Yeah, but Charlie and Sharna were the unlucky ones that were eliminated. He was such a good sport.
Yeah, he was. He was really sweet about it. He was like, I'm on Team Meryl.
Yeah, I think his face is permanently like this. From performing all those years anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sad to see him go. I'm sad to see anyone go pretty much at this point.
We want to know who you think is going to win and who you would like to see win. Leave it in the comments because we would like to know, and I would like to see Meryl and Max win. I'd like to see Max get his first mirror ball.
I think Meryl's worked really hard and she deserves it.
Although it would be really sweet if Amy won.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? So I could go either way, but I think I'm leaning a little bit towards Max.
Yeah, and who do you think is going to fall short?
Everyone except Meryl.
I meant for the next elimination, but...
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess James.
I'm sorry, Candace, but...
I don't know. She's got some crazy people voting for her.
Apparently. But anyway, next week is a 2-night finale, Monday and Tuesday.
OMG. Buckle up, kids.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. For sure. And until next week. Much love.
Edit.